Alright, David Harry here, and this is my YouTube channel update for the month of September in the year 2021. Also, I'm really hot, so I don't know if I'm going to be shiny here because I'm sweating. I don't know why, because it's freezing outside. Anyways, what I'm going to do here is just kind of flash through as fast as possible with the updates for what I'm going to be doing for this month on this channel, and also mention briefly about the other channel and some other stuff that I've got coming up as well, channel wise. Okay, so basically this channel then for this next month, I'm highly likely to be doing probably one video per day. Now, I appreciate that that is quite a bit too much for people to be putting up with and stuff like that. However, I'm like kind of trying to catch up with a ton of stuff on this channel, and despite the fact that I've now made that change where I'm moving like me mic and me camera stuff elsewhere, which I will get into in a second, there's still a lot of stuff to do on this channel, and as you can see here, there's a ton of things on the table. I'll get into some of this stuff as I'm going along. So basically, yeah, I'm trying to just catch up on a ton of stuff that I haven't done or that I've fallen behind on. So this month, possibly going into like the first half of next month, it'll be probably videos every day, something like that. Also, I've got a bunch of things here, so I'll just quickly go into these things as I'm kind of talking. So as far as this month on the channel, I think the sexy stuff, actually, I'm going to be doing something with the speed editor here for Dissolve. I've just got one of these. Bought this really cheap off my mate Gary, and also Gary has let me use his A7 III there, so I'm going to get a full use out of that on my other channel. More about that in a second. Anyway, so what it is, I've got the speed editor there. I'll do an unboxing of that really quickly, just a quick close-up of it, and then as I start getting more used to Resolve, I will start digging more into that and hopefully doing more stuff with that as well. Also, I've just got myself a Ninja 5 or a Ninja V here as well, which is a direct-to-disc recorder type thing. It's also a field monitor type thing as well, and that's going to be used extensively for mostly capturing for me. Now, that might seem like a bit of a decadent move just for doing capturing. However, it captures to ProRes, and I tend to do most stuff in 4K 60 when it's computer capture or game capture, and anybody out there will know 4K 60 is really difficult to edit, even like on the likes of Macs and stuff like that as well. You can start pushing the system too much. Now, with it being ProRes, makes it easier to kind of edit and stuff like that, and it's ultimately better picture quality as well than H.264 and H.265 capture. It will also get used on my other channel with cameras and stuff, get to that in a second, but yeah, wherever I can dig into using that, I will do. Also, I'm going to just do some stuff on this channel this month to do with some drive systems. I've got a Samsung T7 here, which is a really awesome external drive. It works amazingly with the likes of like your Mac M1s and all that, which is mostly what I use it for. Actually, what I'm going to do is see if I can botch a way as well to use the Ninja with a USB-C external SSD. It is not a peripheral that Atomos make, but I'm going to see if I can botch something to do that, because I think that would be really handy for people. Also as well, we've got coming up on this channel is some stuff to do with cheap HDMI capture devices. I've got 3 of these. They're like really cheapo things, and some of them are surprisingly good. So I'm going to do some stuff with the Macs where like you can use these for like certain types of capture, maybe capture from another computer, game capture, stuff like that, but also use them with external cameras, which you can use for FaceTime. Do you know what? I'm really sweating here. So yeah, external camera, FaceTime stuff and things like that. Now, I've just mentioned game stuff there. As I've already mentioned, no more game stuff on this channel. However, there will be stuff on this channel where there might be game footage used, and that's just to demonstrate certain stuff, and I'll highly likely do that when I'm doing stuff with the Ninja or Resolve, only because I can push the system loads. What it is, I don't have a 4K 60 camera, so it's easier for me to do 4K 60 from screen and games and things like that. So whilst I'm not going to be going into games again on this channel, I will, however, use game footage. I may even do overview stuff about games specific to Mac or iOS and things like that, but most certainly no deep dive and game playing and all that weirdness. Also as well this month, some more stuff to do with USB-C hubs and things like that. There's a whole bunch of things here. I've got some weirdo little solutions here as well for iPad, and this is previous iPads on Lightning, where you can actually use HDMI with USB. Not tested it yet. It's not an Apple product. Don't know if it's going to be any good. Another HDMI capture, and also as well, I've been getting sent a bunch of stuff by some like Amazon sellers now and manufacturers, namely things like cabling and stuff, so lightning cables, USB-C cables, and what I'm planning on doing is trying to do very quick specific videos with these things. I've done a couple recently. One of them was only 2.5 minutes long, which is like impossible for me, but I'll start doing some more of that as well, trying to do very, very focused videos where I just deal with one thing. Let's see, there's some phone cases here and some lens protectors and stuff like that. So a bit more stuff to do with say me S7, that's the Tab S7. Also, I've got an external USB-C storage unit here, which you can plug NVMe drives into, so some testing of things like that. And I've got a bunch of like USB storage devices, as in flash drives, and also SD cards. I'm going to start doing some speed test videos, again, very focused, simple videos, and hopefully maybe helpful for people to understand what they can and they can't use with specific devices, or indeed which things are going to be like the fastest with certain devices. Now, I've been mentioning all this stuff here. Also, a thing I need to mention as well. During the next 4 to 6 weeks, I will be catching up on this channel with some stuff to do with PC build stuff or PC components. Also, Chrome stuff, because I'm really into Chrome OS, and a bit of Android, bit of Windows. Now, over the next 6 weeks, I am going to be doing a mixture of all that stuff. But like I've already said, I'm going to start personally going a lot more Mac-centric and Apple-centric. So as the next 6 weeks progresses into the next 2 months, I'm probably going to ease off a bit more now with certain things like Chrome OS, Android, Windows, and associated hardware and stuff. However, if people still have an interest for that stuff, I will continue to carry on doing it. But what I have already said is I'm going to be going more Apple and Mac and stuff like that. That definitely is the case. Also, this month, if the next iPhone, which hopefully is called the 13 and not the 12S, if that gets released this month, I'm definitely getting the Mini. So some stuff on this channel to do with the iPhone Mini. Also, as well, as the next few months kind of like develop as far as like Mac is concerned, if Mac do indeed release what people are now referring to as M1X, then I'm definitely going for an M1X device. Not entirely sure what it'll be right now, because preferably I would rather have a Mac Mini M1X. So if that comes up, I'm defo going for it. So again, big push towards Mac and iOS and all that stuff on the channel. But over the next 6 weeks or so, I will be kind of like, still doing certain other things as well, and then just see how it goes. Like I've already stated, I just need to get a feel for what stuff works and doesn't work now for this channel, now that I'm not doing the vloggy camera mic stuff. Okay, so I think that sums it up for this channel. Now, as far as the vloggy camera mic stuff is concerned, again, I've got a bunch of things here that I'm going to be doing. Also, it's time that I did my final review of this phone gimbal by Moser. What is it? I think this is the MX, Mini MX. Also, my friend Threlly has let me use his A7 III again, so there's going to be some tests very specifically to do with that. May even be the A7 III with the Ninja and things like that, some workflow stuff. So although on this channel I will do workflow stuff to do with video editing, when it's very specifically to do with camera stuff, I'll do that on the other channel, just so that I'm not kind of crossing too many things from channel to channel and stuff like that. I really do need to keep a bit of a divide. In fact, let's go for that divide right now. All that stuff there is for this channel, and that little meager pile there is for this channel. However, there's a box of more stuff down there, and there's a rack of things up there for this channel, which is the camera channel or camera mic vloggy thing. Now with the camera mic vloggy thing, what I'm going to do is that will definitely be starting this month. What I'm trying to do is get ahead of myself by about 3 or 4 videos. So what I want to do is have 3 or 4 videos in the bag in advance. So the thing is, and I make no bones about it, this channel, all this kind of stuff that I'm doing, this is my priority now. However, I'm still going to do this other stuff because I love doing it. But what I need to do is go in advance with this stuff on the camera mic vloggy thing, and then just give myself a bit of breathing space so that I don't get caught out when I start doing more stuff on this channel with this type of thing, right? So yeah, this month coming, I'll kind of crack on when it's happened. Hopefully I'll have 3 or 4 videos in the bag. Initially, I think I'll only go for one video a week on the other channel until I've settled more on this channel. And the other thing with this channel as well, hopefully after the next 6 weeks or so, I want to get down to something sensible like 2 to 3 videos per week on this channel. If, however, I keep getting a lot of stuff sent to me, which is appropriate for this channel, is going to help people to do with like Mac stuff and like iOS and things like that, or computer stuff in general, I'll just do it as it comes along. I'm not going to restrict myself for any for any reason that doesn't make sense. If there's something there to do, I'll do it. However, like I say, with the camera vloggy mic thing, that's gonna have to be less videos because I need to apply more of my time to this channel. So that kind of nails that a bit. I've also got I've got some microphones as well, new mics and things like that. So all that's getting done. Now on that channel as well, I'm definitely, and this is, oh my God, I can just, if Ian Craig watches this video, he's gonna sit there and throw up, right? I'm definitely gonna go for the next GoPro. And I know I'm just a glutton for punishment with all this stuff, but yeah, defo the GoPro. And I'm going to do some mad stuff. I'm going to try a GoPro with a Ninja and stuff like that. Completely unnecessary stuff to do, but people might be interested in things like that. Yeah, so anyway, me mic vloggy camera stuff defo that starts this month, and we'll definitely do at least 1 video per week, for the foreseeable future. Once I start balancing this channel and get myself into more of a flow here, I'll then maybe do 2 videos a week on the other channel. I'll just see how it goes, basically. Now, lastly, the game stuff. So the game thing channel, that's kind of doing what it's doing. It's not really something that's doing well or anything, which is unfortunate. However, I love doing all that kind of thing as well. So there will be stuff coming up with that channel. I'm trying to refocus that channel a bit more for specific platform type stuff. Once I'm secure with that in my own head, which hopefully will be later this month, I'll make a little bit of a notice on this channel for anyone who's into that general overview of gamey stuff, because right now I've now got a PS5 and an Xbox Series X. I also game on other stuff as well, which now leads me on to something else, and I have to say thank you to Andrew Tai. Right, what it is, Andrew's mentioned a few times to me now, and I'm finally going to act on it. What it is, because I say this channel is proven to be quite difficult to get a focus on, because I'm still yet to work out where it's going to mostly go, despite the fact I've obviously shoved some stuff to a different channel and I've stopped doing the gamey thing here as well. The thing is, ideally, I think for a channel to do well in a shorter space of time, I think giving people something hyper-focused is probably the way to do that. Obviously, the content's got to be good as well, but I think if you go hyper-focused and you go extremely consistent, the way YouTube wants to work, that's definitely the way to do it. Oh, my stomach's rumbling. I'm really hungry. Anyway, what I'm going to do here is separate 3 separate strands of basically the same thing and do a test with it, to be honest. Again, stuff which is going to kind of take a bit of time, but it's stuff that I do on a daily basis when I'm testing things. That is, do iPad Pro gaming, Apple TV gaming, and Apple Mac gaming. Now, although all 3 of those are Apple related things, I'm going to try doing what Andrew has suggested and go really, really focused. So 1 channel, which is just for Apple TV gaming, and luckily I've managed to get hold of the web address URL appletvgaming.com. And as people who are familiar with my channel know, I like to use URLs or web addresses to point at playlists or point at channels and stuff like that. Just makes it easier for people to think, you know, rather than going, oh, do a search for someone's name on YouTube. If you've got something that you can type easily, which goes straight to their channel, it kind of helps a bit. So I've got appletvgaming.com, iPadProGaming.com, and AppleMacGaming.com, and obviously all three of those are going to be pointing at different channels. One is going to be Apple TV Gaming, and the other one's iPad Pro Gaming, and then Apple Mac Gaming. So basically exactly what it says on the tin. Now, I plan on like doing that for like a few months in the lead up to Christmas and see how that all goes, because for me, I need to work out whether these things actually will work, as in go hyper-focused and try and do the best content you can for that hyper-focused genre, as it were. So it might be something that I will do videos about on this channel, just to let people know how that stuff gets on, you know. Is it really that important to go that hyper-focused? Does it work? Are there any pitfalls to look out for? Or does it indeed get you kind of moving quicker and stuff like that? So anything to do with these other channels will help this channel to a degree, because it's going to be experience gained, which hopefully I can impart with people. The thing is, if I do videos about like, you know, does going hyper-focused on YouTube help your channel, or whatever the title could be? If I did that on my other channels, they're not going to do anything. Whereas on this channel, they do stand more of a chance of being watched as well. So yeah, anything that I do elsewhere definitely benefits this channel. And hopefully, like I say, for especially other YouTubers, small YouTubers like myself, you know, if I can kind of give out any information through stuff that I'm learning from, like, you know, hard graft and stuff like that, hopefully I can help things, you know, or help people with things that maybe they've been querying in their own heads, or stuff that they're not too sure whether it works or not. And I think the last thing to say here, as far as this month is concerned, I will finally get round to that video where I do the how much does a small YouTube channel earn in 1 year, because basically I've been meaning to do this for a long time. I'll explain more about that when I come to do it, but I'll do that this month. It might be interesting, especially for other small YouTubers like me, to see those kind of things. Also as well, I'm really lucky. I have one video which to all intents and purposes, as far as I'm concerned, went viral. Do you know what I mean? Now, 900,000 views may not be viral to someone else, but to me or any other small YouTuber, you would kill for 900,000 views across your entire channel, let alone one video. So what it is, this one video is nearing 1 million views. Hopefully it gets to 1 million views by the end of the year as well. In fact, there'll be a link here, I think, and I'll throw one in the description. Let people go and have a look at that video. In fact, to other YouTubers out there like me, small YouTubers who might watch my stuff, you might be interested in watching this video. Actually, do you know what? I'll just go on one here really quickly here, and this will be the last thing. Right, what it is, as a small YouTuber, you're always kind of struggling to work out what works on YouTube. Now, there are certain things like, you know, like make sure your content is recorded well for audio and picture and stuff. Make sure you can be as clear and as concise as possible and make it, you know, interesting or entertaining, whatever. Now, you know, even if you got all that in the bag, it's still difficult. You know, what do your titles mean? What do your pictures mean? You know, what do your descriptions mean? All this stuff. And I am sure that I'm just like every other small YouTuber, going up the wall, working these things out. Right, I can tell you right now, there are a certain bunch of things that you get told about doing stuff on YouTube which absolutely doesn't work or doesn't make sense. And this video that I'm talking about is an example of that. I did this video, I think it's now getting on for two and a half years ago, right? And to be honest, the video is like, took me, I think, half an hour to record. It took maybe like 3 hours, 4 hours in total to complete the video. But what I'm getting at here, it was a dead simple video. I paid no attention. In fact, when it very first went up, I don't even think it had a thumbnail. It was just the, you know, the way YouTube grabs a still. The title was just like a long title. So that whole thing about don't use long titles, that doesn't mean anything as far as I'm concerned. So it had a long title. It only took me 4 hours to do. I mean, the picture and the audio are good, so it's clear. And it's over 8 minutes long, right? which is like probably more than twice as long as any similar video to it. So that whole thing about long videos and like watch time, because the watch time on that particular video is actually not very good either, but people do tend to just skip through a lot of my videos because I talk too much. But anyway, point that I'm getting at here is that video that I've done absolutely goes against loads of what you're told to do for YouTube videos, right? So it might be very interesting for other small YouTubers to have a look at that video and just, you know, look at it yourself. And if anyone there is familiar with what I do, you'll look at that and you'll probably think, well, that's just Dave doing his big long mouthy stuff like he normally does. There's no difference in that video compared to what I normally do. These videos are exceptionally long because this is just me doing me yammering thing and stuff, you know, for what I'm about to do for the month and that. But even my usual videos tend to be quite long. So there's a big disconnect there with why that video was done so well. I mean, there could be external factors that enter into this. Was it linked to by external websites? I don't know, and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is, have a look if you're a small YouTuber and try and work it out for yourself, because I think that my videos have gotten better since that. I mean, it's basically the same as what I do, but I think my videos have gone a bit better since then. Some of my videos are getting shorter than what that one is for a similar type of thing, where you're just trying to explain something simple. Basically, is how to turn your Chromebook into developer mode, right? Have a look at it. If it just goes against all the rules and everything like that. So once again, what I'm going to do with that video, long story short, is hopefully it gets to 1 million by the end of the year. If that's the case, I'll do a video about that, you know, what one video can do for your channel. And the other thing as well, yeah, that video has got me over 2,000 subscribers. It's ridiculous, because most of those subscribers will never be interested in anything that I do other than that video. So again, certain things on YouTube, you as a creator, you can't really account for it. And some of the advice you're given, I'm not going to get into it on this channel, because I did say this channel was not going to be me going on one. I'll get into all that stuff on my other channel because I can go dead mouthy on that. Anyways, I've probably missed a bunch of stuff that I was meant to talk about here, but that'll do it for this video because I don't know how long I've been talking for. Anyways, yeah, so there we have it then. What's going to be coming up this month and all the rest of it. And there will be a lot of videos on this channel. Hopefully, some of them shorter than most of the others. Anyways, if you've gotten this far into the video, thank you very much for watching the video. I'm David Harry, and thank you very much for watching this video. Take care and goodbye now.